If you haven't already, go to zoom.us/download to download the Zoom client for meetings. Click download, look for the file, click run or install, and finish the app installation. So I already have my Zoom app installed. And if you already have your Zoom app installed, be sure to add in a regular check for updates. You can do that here. I clicked on my avatar and then I click on check for updates, and it'll let me know if I need to download any updates. It's a good idea to do this on a regular basis because Zoom is constantly updating the software, fixing bugs, adding new features, and especially at this time, increasing the security measures that are available. Let's dive into how you would edit your security options. So you can click right here on the gear for settings, or again, click on your avatar and get to settings. It's the same icon. You've got some basic items here that you can change, but what you really want to do is click on View More Settings. Now let's get this guy out of the way. Now here's where you can dive in a lot deeper and change some settings so that your account already has all these different items that we've mentioned in different articles, like muting participants upon entry, preventing a private chat, turning off the file transfer, now screen sharing. This is a big one. To keep your Zoom session a little more locked down, you want to select screen sharing allowed for host only instead of all participants. This doesn't mean that you're the only person that can share their screen. It just means that starting out, only those people that have been designated as hosts can share their screen. So during the meeting, you can add somebody else to be a host. If you're putting your meeting agenda together, ask people, is this something that you're going to need to share your screen? And if they say yes, then you know you'll need to add them as a host in your meeting invitation. You can turn on or turn off the annotation feature. This is what makes people be able to write over whatever it is that you're screen sharing. All right, and be sure to turn off the allow removed participants to rejoin. If you had to remove someone from your meeting, there's a reason for it. You don't want them to come back and continue to disrupt the meeting. So if you keep this off, then anyone that has been removed from your meeting is no longer able to come back and join the meeting. All right, so finish going through all your settings. Make sure that you have followed the guidelines that have been outlined in the Is Zoom Safe article. And now we're going to go ahead and do a practice meeting. There I am. So if I had other people in here, first of all, you'll notice that we now have this security option available. Once your meeting starts, you can go ahead and lock the meeting, and that prevents anybody else from just joining. This is critically important if you typically use your private meeting ID on a regular basis. So that meeting ID might be public somewhere already, because there used to be such a thing as keeping the meeting ID up here. Zoom has changed that feature now. Those meeting IDs are not publicly visible anymore. But if in the past they were up there, and so if you were used to using your private meeting ID, that's out there. If you continue using your private meeting ID, anybody can go ahead and join because you've published it already. Now, if you do the lock meeting, no one else will be able to join from that point on unless you unlock the meeting and allow new people to join. All right, the other piece to show you real quick that we talked about is how to remove your participants. So I clicked on participants, and it's just me, so I'm not going to kick myself out, but you would click on the more, and then here there would be an option to remove. Since it's just me, I can't remove myself. All right, that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email, communications@dscumc.org.